Gentlemen, on an absolute different level, continuing to steamroll through WrestleMania II. Congratulations to Samoa Joe for a hard-fought victory. Valiant effort from the Rated R Superstar, but you would have had to think Samoa Joe, as I said, bringing over a fourth pick for the Monday Night Raw brand.
If I'm either Stone Cold or Night Icon, I better be careful because Samoa Joe might go on to those championships.
Four words of advice for them. Joe's gonna kill you. We've seen Bobby Lashley, Mark Henry, and Abyss. Who is the fourth man to join Raw?
Who's going to be? Here we go. Oh, wow.
A little underwhelming, but not really at all. Zack Starr, the one star.
Something that could turn Zack Starr's career. This could really elevate Zack Starr, though. This is a brand new fresh start for the self-proclaimed star of the WEDF.
Absolutely. After stalling out at the last season, not really seeing any big major success, a change over to the Monday Night Raw brand might exactly be what the real Zack Starr needs.
I have to agree here. Zack Starr could really rebound from this move here to Monday Night Raw. Anyway, SmackDown is in the hole here. They've got to find a way to back in it. You're losing superstars left and right.
Absolutely. 4-1 as the score stands right here. We have not gained the pick since Randy Orton, but this could all change.
Wait a minute. It's Drew McIntyre from ECCW.
I didn't know ECCW was in this draft, but what?
What's going on here, ladies and gentlemen?
What in the world is the chosen one, Drew McIntyre, doing here? The Scottish-born native, a tenacious fighter. Drew McIntyre is a very, very gifted and talented athlete. But he's on ECCW. Why is he?
One thing I want to point out is McIntyre ended the career of Finlay. I mean, he beat him in a Belfast Brawl, a street fight in Finlay's playground, just to end his career. And McIntyre, he's moved on to bigger and better pastures. But yeah, what is McIntyre doing here?
I have no idea.
His own game.
I'm sure we're gonna find out why he's here, Frank Dog. He might have something on his mind, so if he does, let the man speak. He's moving up! You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen! Drew McIntyre, official member of the Monday Night Raw brand!
He says it's time to reach the brass ring, otherwise he's got to rip their heads off.
There's a... Oh!
Well, McIntyre's competing and oh no.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Randy Orton. If he's on Raw now, Randy Orton is now on SmackDown. We have another draft pick match. Randy Orton, the first member of SmackDown to be drafted from Raw after Rey Mysterio defeated Kofi Kingston in the opening match of the night. But now you gotta think, if there's any one man who could turn the momentum around for SmackDown and get some new and fresh blood over, it's definitely gotta be Randy Orton.
And SmackDown is in dire need of draft pick. OCX is not competing here tonight, so all the SmackDown superstars are going to cut their weight and find a way to bring over a pick. If anyone else I think they can bring a draft pick over to SmackDown, it is the Viper Randy Orton. But you never know. Drew McIntyre says Drew McIntyre has a chip on his shoulder. He wants to prove something. And what better way to prove something by beating one of the legends of WEDF, Randy Orton, the legend killer, the Viper.
The apex predator of the WEDF, the inaugural WEDF champion, a former WEDF United States champion, the man simply successful, simply calculating,
Orton won that title at I think it was Unforgiven 2007, I think, from Triple H. And held that title in WEDF. Anyway, this match is underway.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. I gotta think Drew McIntyre is at odds here against Randy Orton, but you said he has a chip on his shoulder. Any men with a chip on their shoulder definitely brings their A game because they want to prove that they're the future. They want to prove that they're the best. I sympathize with Drew McIntyre on that sentiment, but he's got Randy Orton to deal with.
And this has turned into a fist fight here.
Orton already on the prowl. Signature uppercut there, throwing McIntyre into the barricade, but McIntyre not going to be intimidated. Trying to take him down with that clothesline, but still. Oh my! Orton ran into those stairs, tripped over, and fell face first. I imagine that couldn't be pleasant. But Drew McIntyre now with the opening. McIntyre, the strategy for him, keep on Randy Orton. Do as you're doing right now! As he pulls him back with that big boot.
McIntyre just vicious. But look at Randy Orton. Speaking of this, Randy Orton is cold and calculating those attacks. There's that DDT, and McIntyre does not know where he's at.
Signature elevated spike DDT there, now sending Drew McIntyre back to the outside. Orton not going to chase him, does not want to deal with him. McIntyre dazed too much. Trying for a big boot, and Orton's like, what are you doing, McIntyre? Come on!
I think McIntyre...
I see the frustration on McIntyre's face, but is there any reason for this? I mean, you just throw up a table, and I don't know, man. I just don't know.
McIntyre's just pitching a fit here.
McIntyre smacking the shit out of the apron. The man is unhinged right now, and Orton missed with that clothesline wildly there, but nonetheless still has the advantage. The referee accidentally catching Orton with that chair, hitting him in the knee, almost stopped his momentum. That could have been detrimental if he stopped it, but Orton, a beautiful drop kick right there as he makes the cover. 1, 2, no!
You know how cold and calculated Orton is. He was laughing at McIntyre's little charade outside. You could see that from the Viper. There's clotheslines there.
You know, as everybody says, Randy Orton is his most entertaining when he's doing something very uncharacteristic of himself, such as splits or saying ho 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 and throwing somebody into a Christmas tree, etc., so on and so forth.
Oh, just another clothesline. McIntyre just... Wait a minute.
Hey, McIntyre taking the advantage. Dirty effective.
Balls up, hit toss. Look at McIntyre. Oh, face first. What do you call that?
The strength with that face buster there. Simple but effective way for McIntyre to get some space, to get some freedom from Randy Orton, and more importantly, to take control of the pace once again. Kicking Randy Orton into those ropes. Forearm shots to the back. And Drew McIntyre, the chosen one, with the full momentum right now, could put Randy Orton away any second. You got to keep on him, Drew. This is your only chance. Nice suplex there from Drew McIntyre. Randy Orton felt it all the way.
Randy Orton had those collarbone problems. McIntyre capitalizing on it.
McIntyre really getting into him. Cleaning his clock with that clothesline as he hooks the leg. 1, 2, no. Orton kicking out. McIntyre getting angry again. Looked like he was going to take his rage out on the ref, but before Orton could do anything, McIntyre quickly back on the offensive.
Oh, face first, but McIntyre's got to control that temper.
That flatliner style maneuver from Drew McIntyre, and he's calling for the future shock. Ladies and gentlemen, kicks him, trying to set it up, both arms hooked.
Oh, he can't lock it in, no.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, the Viper getting coiled up. This is bad Drew McIntyre! RKO! That is it! It is over! It is done! Hooks the leg! 1, 2... What?! What?! What?!
What the hell just happened here?
You saw the same thing I did, Frank Dog. He kicked out of the RKO, but now he kicks Viperplex.
We're not letting up, though. Here we go. Here, chance for RKO number 2. Here we go. Went right to strike. No, he shoved him away.
McIntyre won't fall for it for a second time. Wait a minute. McIntyre, both arms locked. Future shock DDT. That's it. We can see the upset. The chosen one hooks the leg. 1, 2. No. Oh my goodness. Drew McIntyre was only a half a second away from defeating Randy Orton.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Randy Orton. That second win. He's had it.
Slam. And this is where the Viper is very dangerous.
Uh-oh. Orton stepping back. Signature knee drop. Now you gotta think. That's gotta be all she wrote for Drew McIntyre. The Viper getting coiled up again. Third time might be the charm. The second RKO of the match.
And this has gotta be it.
Barely anyone gets up after 2. 2. That is it.
But what an impressive showing by Drew McIntyre. The one thing that really hurt McIntyre in this match was that temper.
You gotta think though, McIntyre did not back down from Randy Orton. He came very, very close to defeating Randy Orton in his first official match as a Monday Night Raw superstar. But nonetheless, the resiliency, the experience, the cooler heads prevail as the Viper, Randy Orton, picks up the second pick of the night for SmackDown and turns the momentum around for the Blue brand.
Who's going to be the second one to join Randy Orton over on SmackDown? I'm sure you're happy about SmackDown finally getting another pick.
Absolutely. As I said earlier in the show, new blood is always a good thing. New competition is great. Let's see who we get, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's coming over to the Blue brand? I can't wait to see who it is, honestly.
I really can't either. Randy Orton, the first draft pick of SmackDown, won a match to get the second. Who did you get, Randy?
Whoa!
There's the perfect retaliation for SmackDown right there. After losing 4 big superstars, they pick up a next big thing in Brock Lesnar, the only man in history to have held the WWE Championship and the UFC World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, here comes the pain.
That's what they all say, man. Here comes the pain. The pain is coming to SmackDown.
As Taz would used to say. And Brock Lesnar, speaking of which, this is the new theme song of WEDF Raw. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Across the nation is returning.
Yes! I'm gonna love Raw. I'm gonna love coming here. I'll come here more often if this is the theme. Fuck Nickelback.
Anyway, Justin Roberts.
Wait a minute, this
next
next
Battle Royal. Whoa!
What?
3 draft picks.
Not 1, not 2, 3 draft picks. And speaking of draft picks, here comes the latest draft pick to the Raw brand making his way out. Zach Starr has a new chance tonight to start off on a clean slate representing the Red brand. And you got to think last year in the draft when this happened, Zach Starr
won the Battle Royal.
Absolutely, Zach Starr.
And Danny Jackpot of all people last, his own friend member.
His own cousin. Nonetheless, This is a big opportunity for Zack Starr to get back on the right track.